Doing over here.
Don't let the peer pressure get you, Jay.
You know what you want to do.
Look at him thinking.
Come on, you know what you want to do.
No, I don't.
I'm gonna go look at him right on the sheet. Where is it? I'm gonna look at him right on the sheet. There he is.
No.
There he is, right there, everybody. I know that's where we're going. Come on.
Do it, Jay.
Come on.
Do it.
What's wrong with that?
Come on.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Come on, there he is, right there. Oh. What are you doing?
Can you do it?
Oh, that's your two? Okay, that's up to you. He's eeny, meeny, miny, mowing it. We going blue or green? We going blue or green? That is the question. Jay's got his hand on his hip. He's got the sass out and everything right now. Come on. Yeah. Was I right, Jay? He's stealing it, everybody. That's Jay's man crush. Every year he's on his freaking team.
It's not a bad thing. I
No. I just love it. He's always on Jay's team. I love it. Do you feel better?
No.
Well, you know something, Mean Gene. When I want to win some money, I listen to the Fantasy Football Bros podcast. What you gonna do, dude? You're gonna listen to it. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna win some money. What you gonna do when these 26-inch pythons run wild on you, brother?
Here we go. Hey, everything on three. Number three. 1-on-1. Oh, 1-on-3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, next up from that. Eyes on three. Everything on 3 and 1. Everything.
You are now listening to the Fantasy Football Bros podcast.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Fantasy Football Bros podcast. It's your boy, Chaz, and as always, I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jay Coleman. What up, Jay?
What's up? You finally remembered this week.
I finally remembered this week, and we're also, almost as always, joined by the no nickname, no nonsense, Adam Van Houten. Adam, what's up, dog?
Hey guys, what's going on?
So we are here today to review our home league draft. Adam doesn't know who we picked, and he's gonna,
I know nothing. I'm going to give you my honest opinion.
and we give us our thoughts. But first, we got to address the elephant in the room. One Mr. Alleged scumbag, Matt Ariza. So obviously we gave him some props last week, and now he doesn't have a job anymore, and that's probably a good thing, because whether he did it or not, that's some pretty serious allegations.
You're so high right now.
That's some pretty serious allegations, and he needs to go through his shit. And the Bills, I don't blame the Bills at all.
I'm glad that they got rid of him immediately.
Yeah, I mean,
they had to.
yeah, I mean, I understand due process and all that stuff.
They could have got rid of him a little bit sooner, but at least they did it.
No, because
They couldn't,
They
because
gave him his chance.
Rosters are locked on game day. There's nothing that they could have done on game day. This came out, late Thursday or something?
Yeah,
So Friday,
because we recorded Wednesday.
Everything was locked.
Yeah.
So they couldn't do anything until Saturday anyway, and they did it almost immediately. So
Yeah, and then I actually didn't know, because after the Bills cut him, I wasn't aware how many punter experts there were on Twitter, because there certainly was a lot after that.
there was a lot.
A lot of people have very high punting opinions, where somebody asked me, is like, oh, what are we going to do without him? I'm like, he's a fucking punter, bro. Like, it's easy. You sign another punter and hope he punts once a game. Like, that's it.
Well, I mean, we've had a shitty punter for how long now? So, I mean...
And our punter, he was not, our punters weren't the greatest, but it never, hindered us or cost us a loss or anything like that. So, you move on, right? Speaking of moving on, the Bills made a lot of cuts, but everybody of substance that we cut, other than O.J. Howard, we signed back to the practice squad. Matt Barkley.
What was that about O.J. Howard?
O.J. Howard's a free agent. Didn't even get signed by the Bengals.
He signed with the Bengals.
No, I thought they didn't. They did sign him?
Yeah. I'm pretty... I don't know. I haven't
They
seen
signed
if
somebody else.
I haven't seen if they made it official, but I know he went out there to visit.
He visited. I don't think he signed. Either way, man, how the mighty have fallen. That guy was a 9th overall pick just like 4 years ago. Crazy. He looks so good to me. I don't know what I'm missing. Big, tall, smooth, talented guy. I don't know what I'm missing here. How the Bills would cut him and pay him all that money to not play. That's so weird for this team.
Thank God he's not a talent scout.
Yeah, that's so weird for this team.
Didn't you say he wasn't going to get cut?
I did say he wasn't going to get cut.
To be fair, I also did.
Yeah, well, I mean, they paid him so much money.
They paid him a lot of money, and the dead cap is
You
whatever. But
paid him all this money, signed him day one, and then you cut him. It was such a weird
I believe
thing.
I was the only one that said he might not make the roster.
Okay. That's fine.
hold on to that one for a little bit. You're going to need that.
Out of 3 tight ends, I can't believe he didn't make this roster. It's so weird.
I'm shocked he didn't make
Having
it as well,
3,
but I mean,
it's such a weird thing.
I'm surprised we even kept 3, to be honest.
Right. And then we got, thankfully, Hodgins got back on the practice squad. Duke Johnson, I'm happy he's back on the practice squad. Matt Barkley,
Blackshear.
whatever. Blackshear, that's what I'm happy
That's
about.
the one that we wanted.
He was awesome. I was a big fan of his.
Same.
So not no other surprising cuts except today Trey Sermon got cut, which was a 3rd-round pick last year by the 49ers.
That one shocked me. But it's the Niners, so who knows what they're doing.
Well, because he was supposed to be their starter, and then it was Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, who's the other one that got cut? There was another one that they had for a while.
Oh, the Niners?
Yeah.
Well, they had Mostert start. They cut him.
Mostert went.
And Hasty. JaMychal Hasty.
Yeah. He was there for
It doesn't matter.
2-3 years, but.
Insert name here. He'll be a good running back on the 49ers.
Agreed.
Right? And quite possibly Miami. Because it's the same system.
Right.
So. Anything else to touch on? Any of you guys from preseason? Anything? Because the preseason's over.
Preseason's finally over.
We've got a week.
1 week.
When this comes out, less than a week to kick off. So exciting.
Opening day.
So exciting. I hope you guys watched.
Rams.
I hope you guys watched our vlog we did from our draft, and this episode's going to be breaking down that draft. You can see all my beautiful beard and Jay's beautiful face. Not Adam, because he was invited, but he didn't show up.
I didn't show up on that one. Sorry, guys.
He was invited.
I was invited, but I had some stuff going on.
He missed our awesome spread. The food was killer, as always. We know how to
believe
throw
it
a party,
was.
bro.
I believe it was.
We know how to throw a party here. Well, we'll just get right into it, but first, check out our awesome sponsors. Okay, so we're not going to do... Oh, yeah, thank you to the sponsors, by the way. We're not going to do...
And we're back!
We're not going to do pick for pick as everything, but, no surprise. Taylor went first overall, and then... little bit of a surprise, maybe. Cup went second overall.
I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I don't know. People, they just look at his stats from last year and like, he's going to do it again.
Right? You never know. Not surprising.
But he's a PPR monster, so...
Josh Allen went 8th overall. Not surprising. And then, Jay, where did you pick?
7th.
Okay, and who did you take at 7th overall?
Najee Harris.
Not a bad pick there at all.
Not a bad pick at all.
So I'm sitting here. I'm not picking till 11th. Adam already knows these picks, but we'll get into it more because he's seen the vlog that everybody should watch. I'm picking at 11th, and I'm sitting there at 11th, and one of the top players in the league is sitting there at Jamar Chase, and I just don't like his value in the first round. I've said that forever. And I went DeAndre Swift, who I absolutely love.
What he
in a
meant to
PPR
say
league.
was he hates the Bengals and doesn't want to take any of them.
Exactly.
So I took DeAndre Swift in the first round. I'm very happy with my pick of the first round. So coming back in the second round, guess who's staring me in the face, Adam?
Could it be Cincinnati Bengal wide receiver Jamar Chase?
Yep. But also staring me in the face was Saquon Barkley, and also staring me in the face was Stephon Diggs. Now, I'm on record that in my rankings, I've said that I have Diggs higher than Chase by 1 spot, right?
That is true.
I went with Jamar Chase, but I have reasoning.
I can't wait to hear
this. This is
this.
the reason I went Jamar Chase, because last year in this same league, I started my fantasy football drafts, my first 3 rounds were Saquon Barkley, Stephon Diggs, and DeAndre Swift. I couldn't do it. I couldn't start with 2 of the same players for last year. I probably
Should have.
would have went
Or
Diggs.
wanted to.
I probably would have went Diggs if it was another league, but I went with Jamar Chase. So in the second round value, I'm okay with it.
You also left your boy Devontae Adams.
He was
there,
gone.
too.
No, he's
he
gone.
wasn't?
He wasn't gone?
Nope. He went right after you picked.
Oh, okay. I thought he went right before me.
Nope.
Okay.
I still would have taken Chase over Adams.
I would have taken Chase over Adams, but I'm on record saying Diggs. No, I
He
have.
definitely is on record saying.
I'm on record saying Diggs was my 3rd, Chase was my 4th. But that's the reason I made the decision, because I didn't want to start my team the same way I started last year. So,
For the record, guys, it's really hard for Chaz to pass over Saquon Barkley when he's sitting there.
bro, Jay knew it. Jay was thinking I was going with him at 11. It was hard. And spoiler
It
alert.
sounds like he's about to cry that he missed out on him.
And in another league so far,
He was very sad.
in another league so far, I passed up on Saquon again. So it is what it is. But I still have 4 more drafts to hopefully get him. I'm not going to reach for him.
Yes, you will. If you don't get him in one of your drafts,
By, like,
you
the
will-
5th or
by
6th?
the,
Yeah,
by the
probably.
last draft that you do,
Sure.
you will absolutely reach, because that's going to be the team that you're just. It doesn't matter. You want to completely change it up,
Sure.
and you're going to reach.
Well, it's kind of hard when you're always fucking picking 11 or 12th. So this league, I picked 11th. The next league, I picked 12th. And thankfully, I had a good Royal Rumble performance. And then in the Fantasy Football Bros podcast, I'm picking 5th. So great. Awesome. Better. Jay, who was your second round pick?
My second round pick was Alvin Kamara.
So I love Jay's start.
I love that pick, actually.
So
And I
Najee
think
Harris, Alvin Kamara.
A lot of people are kind of sleeping on Alvin Kamara this year, I think, and a lot of it has to do with Jameis Winston, but I don't know why. I know he didn't have that great of a year. He got hurt, and there was speculation of suspension, which isn't coming down until next year now, if it even comes down at all.
Allegedly. You gotta
Allegedly.
Keep that out there.
That's great pick. That's great first 2 picks there.
Jay got
two
him.
solid running backs.
Jay got him. Well, I guess it's the 6th pick of the second round. I guess whatever.
Either way.
5 or 6 picks in the
6.
second round.
Wow.
You know, and he was kind of sleeping there. I wasn't even thinking about him there because I had Quan on the mind and I skipped it. Oh yeah, but to be completely honest, in my other league, I picked 12th and I picked DeAndre Swift again at 12th, and then my first pick of the second round was Alvin Kamara. Because I kind of forgot about him. You know what I mean? So when you got him there, it was like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, damn, I forgot. Because Alvin Kamara's a monster.
He is a beast.
So, awesome first 2 picks. Good job,
completely
Jay.
agree.
And I think I did awesome first 2 picks, too.
I think Jay did better.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, because I drafted Jamar Chase. I understand.
Chubb actually went before Kamara, too. So
Well, it was Donnie.
True.
It was Donnie.
True.
Yeah, I don't. Jay had the better first 2 rounds because I drafted a Bengal. But we're going to go on to the 3rd round. Jay, who did
guys hear that?
Who did you take in the 3rd round, Jay?
Keenan Allen.
Awesome pick. Love Keenan Allen at PPR League.
In the mid-3rd round, Keenan Allen, if he's just sitting there for the taking, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
But here's the question: did I one up Jay with my pick? Because with my
In the
3rd round
round?
pick, I picked Mike Williams. So that's interesting. I didn't kind of even realize
Did
that
you
till
one up
right
him?
now.
I don't know.
You know?
I think you definitely got even value there.
Who's going to be the better? Keenan Allen and PPR is gold, right? But like I told Jay, we were having that conversation. I said, there's going to be Keenan Allen's been the better receiver. Who knows this year? But there's going to be at some point where Mike Williams is the better receiver, right?
Keenan Allen gets more targets,
Sure.
but Mike Williams is the big play guy.
Right.
And he's going to score the touchdowns,
But at some point,
which is what he did last year.
like, think about this.
But he'll also miss 3 games in there.
In the 2023 fantasy draft, Mike Williams might be picked before Keenan Allen, or maybe that's a 2024. If I called him now and I got him, you know what I mean? The year that he gets better, great pick by me. It's a good pick either way,
Yeah, it's definitely a good pick.
you know. So that's the way I look at it.
Do
But,
we want to talk about the mortal sin of the 3rd round?
well, you mean Rico right before me taking Michael Pittman? That mother. No, what's the mortal sin?
No.
Someone drafted Justin Herbert on you?
No.
Oh.
Someone drafted someone in the 3rd round
Uh-oh.
Who
that
was
we
that?
said, nah, bro.
Nah, oh, Brees, your brother.
Yep.
Brother, yep, Jay, the champ, Jay's
Hall
brother.
in the 3rd?
Hall in the 3rd round.
I hope he doesn't plan on winning the championship.
Now listen to this. This is a PPR league, and projections are projections. But Brees Hall's projection for week 1 right now is sitting at like 10 points.
Well, that's because Michael Carter's the starter.
So
I don't care if Brees Hall. I don't care. Brees Hall was great in college. Okay. So were a lot of running backs.
yeah.
And guess what? Most of them don't have jobs.
Well, Brees Hall
But
and
he's a
Eric
Jet.
Brees Hall and Eric Coleman, we got 2 words for you. Nah, bruh. So we both started our drafts. Well, no, not the same. I went 2 running backs or 2 receivers and running back. Jay went the opposite. But I'm picking 11th. I came back with another running back right away.
Sure.
So
Let me take a guess. In the 4th round, I haven't heard. Let's see. Of course, I don't know the other picks from everybody else.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I'm guessing you're probably looking at like a Josh Jacobs, Ezekiel Elliott.
Zeke's long gone. Zeke went the second.
Okay, that's odd. But
It's Josh Jacobs. I took Josh Jacobs.
Okay.
So right now, my first 4 picks, DeAndre Swift, Jamar Chase, Mike Williams, Josh Jacobs.
I like that.
I love Josh Jacobs. I'm just uncomfortable with him because of all the rumors and all this. But I mean,
But as your second running back, you're not.
But-
you don't hate it.
spoiler alert, I went heavy on running backs after this because I figure Jamar Chase, Mike Williams, fuck receivers for a while. So
Yeah, you're all set.
yeah,
there.
we'll go on. Jay, who was your fourth round pick?
DJ Moore.
You mother
Great
fucker.
pick. He
You know,
is
he was
a PPR machine.
Yeah, he was my
and
sleeper
He
pick.
was with Noodle Arm, Sam Darnold until he got hurt, and then whoever came in, whatever, it doesn't matter. Now that they upgraded with Baker Mayfield, DJ Moore is going to thrive.
Yep, I agree. Now, listen to this. Is this the controversial one coming up, Jay? Or is that in the 5th round?
For me?
Yeah.
We're going into the 5th round. That was his
Or
fourth
is that
round.
in the 6th round? Sorry.
Probably.
Okay. Okay. So it's your 6th round pick. All right, Jay, who did you take in the 5th round?
Herbert.
Okay, that's them. Jay, Mr.
Okay.
I don't take quarterbacks early, takes Herbert, but 6th round.
In the 5th round, I'm okay with that.
The 5th round, yeah.
And he's got Keenan Allen. I love this.
Yeah, and the reason I'm set on wide receivers.
Yeah, it's
I'm
great
set
value.
on running backs.
Yes, great value.
I was
agree.
like,
I agree.
I don't normally do it, but I was like, he's sitting there, so like, I might as well take
And
him.
he's your boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I completely agree. I mean, getting him
Totally
there
agree with the pick
in the
there.
5th round, I was happy for Jay when he got
I'm a
him there.
big fan of the QB wide receiver combo
Yep.
on your fantasy
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, that
It's
made
just
it a
so
lot
many
easier.
points.
Yeah.
And they're a high-powered offense, so that's great pick there.
Well, I come back in the 5th round, and I told you that I wasn't very comfortable with Josh Jacobs as my number 2. So I came right back and pick who I think is actually going to surprise people this year, given the new system he's in, and that's Chase Edmonds.
I think it's a little early for Chase Edmonds. I think he's being forgotten about. You probably could have got him a lot later.
I wanted to stake my claim on him,
I'm going to say that's a little bit of a reach,
but here's the thing.
but I can see why.
I take him there because it's a PPR league.
Sure.
I was torn between him and another,
Mostert hurt. Don't
But-
know when he's going to play.
but I was torn between him and another back, and I got the other back 2 rounds later. So it was a fucking home run.
You probably could have done it either way, to be honest.
But I got, because listen, but we'll get to the other guy later. So after that, I'm like, I got 3 running backs. I said, I'm going to make a fucking big play. There's these 3 receivers that are farting around because of injuries or suspension. Hopkins,
Michael
Godwin,
Thomas.
Michael Thomas. I said, I'm going to make a play on one of these guys right here. And I went with Michael Thomas. So,
Motherfucker.
so Michael Thomas is starting in my flex.
So are we in the
This is the start of the 6th round.
6th round, okay. So Michael Thomas in the 6th round.
Yep.
I like it.
Start in my flex, or he can sit on the bench because he's behind Mike Williams and Jamar Chase for
I
now.
actually had in one of my leagues as a keeper. I had Michael Thomas in the 6th round, so that's pretty good value there.
Yeah, I like him there. Jay, who did you take in the 6th?
Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen, of course. Shocking, right? Nobody's
No
surprised.
shocking. No
Nobody's
shock there
surprised.
whatsoever.
Here's actually one of the
He's sitting
controversies.
there. I'm gonna take him.
And we know it's
But
Jay's guy.
He's still a great receiver, so he's a touchdown machine. So there's points there for sure.
Now, here's why I say Jay's 7th round pick is
For a
controversial.
flex, I'm in.
Here's Jay's 7th round pick that's controversial because he has in my head at this time, and I could be wrong, he has 1 clear option to pick at running back. And this was his fucking Manessy crush running back, and he skips him to take another guy. So who did you pick?
In
The 7th round, yeah. Right? It's the running
We're
back.
in the 7th.
Yeah. So who did you pick?
James Cook.
So he takes James Cook here, right? In the
Over.
7th round. And I'm sitting here, and I'm thinking in the 5th round of taking Chase Edmonds or this guy, and this guy comes back to me in the 7th round pick of A.J. Dillon.
Wow.
That's a fucking monster. Now that's the pick where I think Jay made wrong, but I mean it's James Cook, Buffalo Bills best. I mean,
So here's Jay's thought process there. I have Najee Harris and Alvin Kamara. Who cares who I take now?
I guess so. Right?
You wanted
Yeah.
James Cook. You went for James Cook. When you have Najee Harris and
Yeah.
Alvin Kamara as your top 2 running backs, you take whoever you want.
It
At that
surprised
point,
me.
it doesn't matter.
I was
I was really debating between the two, but I also thought I was like, there's potential that James Cook could be the starter at some point this season, and he catches passes. So I mean, I was like, I'll take the risk.
Is this a keeper league, guys? Or no keeper.
No.
Okay.
And I was just surprised again because AJ Dillon was Jay's fantasy crush. So if you think about it, I took AJ Dillon.
So you take Dillon with your next pick there?
With the 7th round pick. Let me just put this in perspective for you guys. I took Chase Edmonds at 59, and I was deciding between him and AJ Dillon. I got AJ Dillon at 83.
Okay.
So I mean that's killer value.
I could definitely see the value there, but like I said, Jay's thought process is I have Najee Harris and Alvin Kamara. Where do I need running back?
I agree. It's just interesting.
So he took the guy that he wanted.
Yep. It was
Totally
just
okay
interesting that I thought I would never sniff
James
AJ
Cook
Dillon.
is literally just going to be a guy that, maybe if he takes over and starts playing well, that he might get a flex spot.
It's the same thing with AJ Dillon.
Well, yeah,
Almost, right?
Dillon is already, we know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
They're already splitting time. They announced it that it's going to be a running back by committee.
Yeah.
Matt LaFleur announced that today, actually.
Oh, so that's even better value.
So even better value for you, but either way, Jay took a chance on James Cook. Who cares?
He wanted him.
All he's got to do is get through his bye weeks. Totally fine.
And you
with it.
guys got to remember too, we're in Buffalo, so every Bills player gets inflated and goes higher.
Yeah,
I believe.
that's true.
Where did Gabe Davis go? I think 3rd, 4th round. Gabe Davis
Gabe
went.
Davis has been drafted very high, not too far after Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, Rico took him.
Gabe Davis went 39th.
39th overall for
So
Gabe
there
Davis.
you
So
go.
I mean, it's
So end of the 3rd round.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, so
I'm sorry, end of the 4th.
In the
right?
beginning of the
Beginning of the
fourth.
If you-
He went before I took DJ Moore.
if you think about it, Jay, when we did our receiver rankings, we had Gabe Davis like 25 to 30th overall receiver. He went like 30th overall player. That's kind of just where Buffalo people are inflating him.
It's true.
And yeah, he's going to score a lot of touchdowns. I'm not shitting on him. It just seems early.
I just had somebody in my league that I drafted in on Sunday trade straight up Mike Evans for Gabriel Davis.
The youth is a thing. It's a keeper league.
Yeah,
Okay, so the youth is a thing.
it is. But Mike Evans was I want to say 5th round pick, where Gabe Davis was like 3rd, I think.
Okay.
So the value kind of shifted a little bit there,
Right.
but he's basically just banking on Gabe Davis being
Right.
good. So
Well, I come back after that. I take AJ Dillon, so now I'm set. Let me give you a
we're
recap.
going
I got Swift.
beginning of the 8th round, right?
I got Swift, Jacobs, Edmonds, and Dillon and running backs. I went hard, I told you. But I also got Jamar Chase, Mike Williams, and Michael Thomas as receivers. I'm crushing it. It's time. It's 8th round. I pull the trigger. It's not who you think. I take Tom Brady because he's sitting there staring me in the face, and this guy's going to
That's
lead.
a good pick.
So I take Tom Brady.
But you take Tom Brady over who? What quarterbacks are?
I think Dak was
board.
still there, Stafford,
Yeah.
Trey Lance. I was like the 9th person, 8th or 9th to take a quarterback.
I mean, that's pretty good. I mean,
Like,
the
all-
8th quarterback off the board.
the
9th
runners were all
quarterback, sure.
gone. All that point, Hurts was gone. Kyler was gone. I think Aaron Rodgers was gone already. Someone took Rodgers already.
That surprises me.
Yeah. So I think that's a great value. Are you
Actually-
looking at the whole draft?
I'm also
So-
this league. I'm also in with country music superstar Eric Van Houten on Sunday. We had our draft. He drafted Dak Prescott as his starter and has Aaron Rodgers as his backup.
Nice.
And then with his last pick was like, I'll just take Jameis Winston. So he's got 3 quarterbacks on
Okay.
his roster. Not ideal for
Right.
me
Sure.
anyway, but at that point, who cares?
Well, Jay, what did you go with in the 8th round?
Chris Olave.
That's one of Jay's fantasy crushes. It wasn't your chosen fantasy crush, I think. It was your sleeper, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think he was a sleeper.
Yeah,
For you.
that's not. Whatever. He could be great. I mean, I like him better than I like Garrett
Tell
Wilson.
me your receivers again, Jay. The ones that you drafted before already.
I'm looking.
Keenan Allen, DJ Moore,
Oh, okay. So Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, yeah,
and Adam Thielen.
and Adam Thielen.
Yeah, so I'm
3
totally.
solid wide receivers. Take a chance on the
Olave
rookie.
is your number 4. Totally fine. Jay, now we're into the 9th round. Jay, who did you take in the 9th?
James Robinson.
Great pick there.
Okay, I see the value there.
See, if you've noticed one thing though, me and Jay are going hard on running backs and receivers. Neither of us have a tight end yet, and it's round 9.
Yeah, so in round 9, you're probably looking at like a. If I were to guess, oh geez,
No, they're probably all gone at this. They're gone at this point. Yeah. No.
He's gone.
No, he went way late. But here's where we're going. So I get to the 9th, and I'm looking at the tight ends, and they're all gone. We're in the punt category, as I say, almost. But I'm also looking. I'm doing the math. Goddard's still there. Dawson Knox was still there. Pat Fryermuth was still there. And
Dawson's still there in the ninth.
Yep,
huh?
right. And then
No, they both went at the beginning of the night.
okay, this is the pick before. Then they're all sitting there, and wouldn't you fucking know it? So Pat Fryermuth is still there too, right? So wouldn't you know it that Knox goes to somebody who has Mark Andrews backing up, and then right after Goddard goes. Wow. So then it gets to me. Jay doesn't pick one, and I'm sitting there at ninth, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll be happy with Fryermuth. The guy after me took Kelsey in the first round. Well, wouldn't you believe it that he took fucking Fryermuth to back up? So I'm sitting there, but before then, I'm sitting there at ninth. I've got just a guy screaming in my face of value at the ninth overall pick of Melvin Gordon. I mean, staring me in the face in the ninth round.
Sure, I'll take it. He's
as my fifth running back.
I mean, he's technically their starter.
Right.
Technically. But Javonte Williams is
sure
a fantastic running back.
But that's my fifth running back. So then I was like, I'm going to take Fryermuth. The guy picks him. So I'm sitting here in the 10th. I'm looking like, what am I going to take here? Hunter Henry or something? Nah. So I take Trey Lance. Yes, I took Tom Brady in the 8th, but Trey was staring at me there in the 10th.
That's okay for a backup.
I know it's quick.
Trey Lance as a backup as well.
But you know I'm big on Trey. And I know there's another guy in the league who didn't have a starter yet at this point, Zach, who had him last year and would not trade him to me. So I'm like, he's going to grab him. I know he's going to grab him, and I just want him on my team. So either who's going to be more valuable, Pat Fryermuth or Hunter Henry or Trey Lance if he blows up, right?
Absolutely. And you already have Tom Brady as your starter, so.
So I kind of a reach, and I went with it. That was the 110th pick. So
Chance.
So Jay, what about you? 10th round.
Brandon Ayuk.
Great pick.
In the 10th round, I'm actually surprised he was even there, to be honest.
So we're 10 picks in. I'll reset my team, and then, Jay, you can reset yours real quick. DeAndre Swift, Jamar Chase, Mike Williams, Josh Jacobs, Chase Edmonds, Michael Thomas, A.J. Dillon, Tom Brady, Melvin Gordon, Trey Lance.
For me, Najee Harris, Alvin Kamara, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Justin Herbert, Adam Thielen, James Cook, Chris Olave, James Robinson, Brandon Ayuk.
I think we both crushed it.
Looking pretty good.
10 rounds in.
Guys, honestly.
But here's the thing. This is where you win the drafts coming
Absolutely.
up. Now, a lot of people are like, this stuff doesn't matter. This guy isn't throwing my bench. I'm going to cut him by week 3. Okay, then you shouldn't. You should draft better if you're cutting your 11th round pick by week 3. Jay, who was your 11th round pick?
Do we have to talk about this pick?
Come on, tell me.
Cole Kmet.
Cole Kmet. That's Jay's starting tight end, baby. After the shit, he was your Nabra.
I know he was.
He was your Nabra. He's your starting tight end. But that's, I mean, again, I could have went with Cole Kmet. I went with Trey Lance instead. Right?
Wow.
So
I don't even have anything to say about that one.
My 11th round pick, this guy could either be, honestly, cut by week 4 or a steal of the draft, in my opinion, is Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
Okay.
To me, because he could be the Tyreek Hill in this offense.
You're absolutely right about that.
Yeah.
MVS is going to be either a stud in that offense, or he's not going to do anything in that offense.
He is the fast guy on the team. He could be Tyreek Hill.
And they let go of Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
So he's not there anymore.
So coming back in the 12th, I took Hunter Henry. And I was thinking about taking him in the 10th. And I get him in the 12th as my starting tight end.
2 rounds
Dart
later.
throw. Dart throw.
You're going to be rotating tight ends.
You can do worse than Hunter Henry.
Sure.
Like Cole Kmet. I don't know. Cole Kmet could be. Who the fuck knows if you're taking these late tight ends?
A lot of the analysts, they have him ranked pretty highly.
Yeah.
Well,
but I think a lot of it has to do with there's nobody in Chicago.
Yeah. Part of it too, like, I don't know, like there was shit tight ends sitting there, and I was like, I mean, he's there. I guess I'll take a chance.
Sure.
And the one reason I took a chance is apparently last year, before Fields got hurt, he would have been a top 5 tight end, apparently. So I was like,
So he went from your Nabra to meh.
As on his team. Jay, who did you take in the 12th after I took Henry?
Hey, things changed during the draft.
It's true. You got to be fluid. Jay, who did you take in the 12th?
I took your guy, Kenny Gainwell.
And I was that great pick.
Kenny! I drafted him as well, super late. Super happy about it because Miles Sanders sucks.
My problem at that point, why I didn't take him, is because I already had 5 running backs, and my 5th running back was Melvin Gordon. So, I mean, I feel I'm set on running backs. I hammered him heavy. I hammered him heavy. So coming back in the 13th, you have to be fluid sometimes in drafts, right? So like in my head, I always go second or last round defense, last round kicker. Always do it. Sure. Well, I'm sitting there at 13th, and I made a plan in my head of like, I'm going to take this guy, right in my head. Like I knew my late round guys, right? So I'm sitting here in the 13th, and I was like, you know what? There's a really good defense sitting on the board. I'm talking, I picked this defense like 9th or 10th out of defenses picked. So the 13th round, I went the Rams defense.
Sure.
But the problem is they play Bills week 1. And then I looked over their schedule, by the way, and I'm not too happy with the Rams pick. A lot of people have the Rams listed as like second or third fantasy defense. Let me go over their schedule.
You were talking mad shit when you drafted them.
I was.
They play a lot of good teams.
Listen to their schedule. Against the Bills, nah, bro. Against Atlanta, yeah, bro. Good. Start. Okay. Now listen to these fucking teams with powerful offenses. Arizona, San Francisco, Dallas, Carolina, okay. Bye, okay. San Francisco, Tampa Bay, Arizona, New Orleans, Kansas City, and you're in week 12. You're almost in the playoffs. So now that I drafted them in actually both of my leagues, I'm kind of like, fuck, like bad. For me to take them 9th or 10th, fine. But just like not happy with them, I didn't really do my research, I guess.
And before you took the Rams, I took the Chargers defense.
Yep. To be completely honest,
I hate that pick too, and the reason being is they play Kansas City twice, they play the Raiders twice,
it's tough,
and they play the Broncos twice.
But I'm not starting them week 1, by the way.
And there was shit for defenses when you took because assholes had already started taking their backup defenses at this point. So
okay, first of all, who takes a backup defense?
A couple of teams.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I have 2 defenses right now because I ended up making a move because I'm not starting the Rams against the Bills, so I picked up Philly because Philly's playing Detroit.
Dude, and they just got that kid
CJ Gardner-Johnson.
From the Saints.
Yep.
Baller.
So that's where I'm going.
Scrapper, man.
Jay, who was your 13th round pick, right? Yes, Jew now? Did we do your 13? We did your 13. Okay, so
that was the defense.
So here's the thing. So I take them 13, and I'm praying that this one guy falls for me, and you guys are going to laugh. But talk about value. 14th round, and I've never said a bad word about this guy. Tyler Boyd in the 14th round. Give me all day in a PPR league.
That's odd to me because you have Chase.
Sure. Is it?
And he hates every Bengals player.
Is it odd? Because if Chase gets hurt, okay, cool. If Higgins gets hurt, cool.
So I agree with that logic there.
Like,
if Higgins or Chase miss time, which Higgins did last year, I believe.
Yeah,
and
but
I think
Boyd was always good.
But Boyd is a solid number 3 guy in a really good offense.
Just his
yes, they're boring, but they're really good offense.
But boring offenses are really good for PPR receivers. Yeah. And let alone, mind you, I got this guy in the 14th round. His first week projected points is 12 for your 14th round pick. This is a PPR guy. 14th round. Jay, who was your 14th?
He's a great slot guy.
Yeah.
And he's going to see the field, regardless if Higgins and Chase are there.
And mind you, I shit more on Higgins and Mixon than anybody, and I didn't take him.
That's true.
So, who do you got, Jay?
I took Tyler Algier.
Could be the starting running back by week 7, 8.
Took a chance on
you got to wait, though.
Took a chance.
Or do you?
But it's going to be a split in Atlanta, I think, with Cordell Patterson and Tyler Algier.
Now, Jay, 15th.
Baker Mayfield.
Backup quarterback.
15th
for me, I made a move that's controversial-ish, I think. I went with Jameson Williams. Because
it's not that controversial.
As soon as that draft ended, I put him on IR, and then I picked up the Philadelphia Eagles defense.
Perfect.
So that's what
I'm excited to see Philly's defense too. So.
Yeah. So he's sitting on my IR to week 8, 9.
Perfect.
James, I mean, we talked about how exciting he is as a prospect. So bring him in and talk about a guy who can make a lot of noise with noodle arm Jared Goff. That's a guy that can make a lot of noise.
I agree.
So then I come back in the 16th round. Mind you, 12th round, I took Hunter Henry. 16th round, I'm sitting here. Adam, who was my sleeper tight end?
Albert Okwuegbunam.
Bring him to my team. So now I have to sit there and decide between Hunter Henry and Albert Okwuegbunam. Sweet. I'm okay with it. I'm starting Hunter Henry week 1, although Okwuegbunam has more projected points. But whatever.
I'm pretty sure he's their tight end right now, right?
Yeah.
He's the only one on the roster. Not the only one, but pretty sure he's their starter. So
we'll see what happens. Jay, who was your 16th?
Robbie Gould.
Okay, you went your kicker around earlier than me. And then who was your 17th?
Austin Hooper.
Great late pick.
Super, nice sleeper tight end there. Couldn't get a lot of looks.
And I ended my draft, of course, with a kicker with fucking second last pick of the draft. Give me Ryan Suckup all day.
I drafted him as well,
Yeah, give me.
and the reason why is they score a ton of points, and I don't care if they score 7 touchdowns. That's 7 extra points.
Exactly.
And 7 points from a kicker, I
Sure.
will take that all day long.
Jay, give me your 10th through 17th again. Or your 11th through 17th, sorry.
Cole Kmet, Kenny Gainwell, Chargers defense, Tyler Algier, Baker Mayfield, Robbie Gould, Austin Hooper.
This is where you win the drafts. Me and Jay might have thought of who did better in the first half of the draft. I think I did better, because I think I did fantastic in the second half of the draft. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Hunter Henry, Rams defense, Tyler Boyd, Jamison Williams, Albert Okwave, and I'm Ryan Suckup. So, I mean, I think that's just depth pieces, and that's kind of where I feel you win the draft. But we'll go in real quick and let me tell you then who my starting lineup is for week 1, because that's kind of how you measure things. So, of course, you got the Eagles defense and Ryan Suckup. And then I got Tom Brady, Jamar Chase, Mike Williams, DeAndre Swift, Josh Jacobs, Hunter Henry, Michael Thomas, or I could squeeze in either Chase Edmonds or A.J. Dillon.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I
do like that.
I'm
I
happy with my
definitely
team.
think you have some good value in the second half of your draft,
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm happy with my team. Jay, what is your starting
Let's hear it,
lineup?
Jay. Starting lineup.
Herbert, Allen, Moore, Harris, Kamara, Kmet, Thielen, Gould, and Chargers D.
I gotta say, I like Jay's starting lineup a little bit better, and it's only because Josh Jacobs and like I said last week in our fantasy crush, Josh Jacobs is my guy.
He's scary.
I'm there, but he is definitely scary.
But you know what? I mean, does it sound different if I said Tom Brady, Jamar Chase, Mike Williams, DeAndre Swift, A.J. Dillon?
It does.
Right?
Yeah.
But right now, I've got Josh Jacobs.
But I have Josh Jacobs on my other team as well. I'm a team that I drafted on Sunday, and he's in my flex right now. So I'm definitely starting him.
But then again, Jay went 2 running backs in a row, which is what I normally do, and I
Sure
didn't.
did, and then still got 2 solid wide receivers after that. So
That's the move.
That's great.
I just
love
couldn't
it.
avoid Jamar Chase in the second round. It was too great a value. In my other league, he went fourth, and he's sitting at me in the second pick of the second round. I had to.
That's tough.
I had to.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys had pretty good drafts. I think I do like Jay's a little bit better, but Jazz, you definitely have some good value, high risk, high reward. So,
And I also picked later, so it's also
you pick
tougher.
later, so it's tougher. To all those good guys are gone.
Yeah.
At that point, so, but in this one, I got to give it to Jay. I like the starting lineup minus Cole
Alright.
Kmet, but there's ways around it. So
Cole Kmet could be fine. You never
sure,
know.
he could be,
You know.
but it's Cole Kmet and it's the Bears, so
The
I still
Bears.
don't like it.
Agreed.
Well, we have flown through this episode. This isn't going to be an hour and 45-minute episode, but we did our battle royal for the Fantasy Football Bros podcast. You guys can watch that. There's some controversy we need to talk about.
We do.
We do need to talk about. So 5 drafts in a
Let
row.
us know in the comments what you think we should do too, because
Let's talk about it. So WWE, so 2K Games, maker of WWE 2K, NBA 2K, is the worst fucking game company in the history of the world.
not great.
They're horrific. They're terrible at making video games. They're great at selling add-ons and making people buy basketball shoes for their virtual basketball character at NBA. They're terrible on video games. So we did it for our home league, and the Royal Rumble worked out great. So I decided to do it for the Fantasy Football Bros podcast league. So it starts off, and we're doing good, and we're starting, the picks are flying. So if you get thrown out, as soon as you get, so if you're the first one thrown out, you're picking 12th. You're the second one thrown out, you're picking 11th. Blah blah blah. So we're getting into this draft. I fucking finally beat the streak. I picked 5 drafts in a row of going 12th or 11th. I'm picking 5. I get thrown out kind of later in the draft, but then I start noticing that Adam's character came in at 19, and he's been in the ring for about 5 minutes, and 20 never came out. So then all of a sudden we're at the end of the draft, and it's Adam and Jay going after it. And Jay gets the dub and throws Adam out, but number 20 ever came in. So then we found out that country music superstar Eric Van Houten was too good to come out for his draft position, and he didn't want to be bothered with us peons with this wrestling stuff. Can you
right.
believe this bullshit?
It was supposed to be 2 minutes in between coming in, and he decided that he was going to wait 2 hours.
Jay, he was afraid of you. How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Pretty good.
So I, as the commissioner of the league and of the wrestling federation, have said that Adam technically was the last one out, should be picking second. Nah, bro. Adam, you're picking third.
I'm okay with third.
Because
I accept that.
What we're going to do, even though Jay won, and
Even though I win, you're not letting me win.
nope, because country music superstar Eric Van Houten deserves a chance. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a ladder match between you two, and I'm going to stream it out. Jay Coleman versus country music superstar Eric Van Houten. Whoever comes down with the briefcase is picking first, and whoever loses is picking second. Fair? Does that
I
sound
love
fair?
that idea.
You like that? You could take him, Jay, right? You got this.
I mean, he's already afraid of me because I threw Adam out.
It's true, but you have an advantage here now, Jay, because if Eric would have just not been Mr. Rockstar and showed up, bro, you were tired, you've been in the ring for like 15 minutes, he could have thrown your ass right out. But now you're going to have your time to rest, you're going to be able to get him, you're a little taller, you'll be able to do this. I have faith in you.
Who's more of a diva? Country music superstar Eric Van Houten or ABAO podcast host Robbie Vegas?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, it kind of runs in the family. I don't know.
That's a question for the ages, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna. After his chicanery and shenanigans today, I have to go with country music superstar Eric Van Houten.
That's a fair assessment.
After that stupid glitchy game. It's such 2K, bruh. You guys suck.
I think you set me up, bro.
I
finally win something, and you're like, nah, bro.
Take it up with 2K or the management at country music superstar Eric Van
You're
Houten.
the commissioner of this league.
And I made a decision. Heary. So our draft is coming up in about a week. Next, we're going to be doing it.
Next
Wednesday,
I believe?
9:45 p.m. the week before the season. I'm thinking
The day
we're
before the season.
the day before the season. I think we're just going to get together and record a podcast while we're drafting.
I like it.
Sounds cool, right? Might as well. Because me and Jay are going camping this weekend.
I won't be there.
Exciting. So this episode's only 40 minutes. You guys want to do a mock draft?
If that's what the people want.
Yeah, well, I want to do it. What about you, Jay?
Okay with the mock draft.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, we will set the mock draft up, and it's set up, and we are ready to go. All right, Jay, you're drafting first, and you're first on the clock in this mock. So what you doing, son?
JT.
Okay. Safe pick. Wow. It went JT, and then it went Cooper Kupp, second overall, just like in our home draft. It's exciting, Adam.
Cooper Kupp.
You're at 3.
Here we go. I'm doing something crazy. I'm doing Justin
Jefferson, and then fucking Henry. I want to draft Derrick Henry so fucking bad, and I'm not going to get him. I'm sitting here at 5th. He went 5th in my league, but I'm never going to get him. He just went. So you took Jefferson. Henry sit there. Of course, I'm going to take Christian McCaffrey here. Give me him. And then we went Najee, Eckler, Cook, Chase. Come on. What you doing, sleeper? Chubb, Mixon, Adams, Diggs, Kelsey, Swift, Kamara, Barkley, son of a bitch, Hill, Lamb, and it's back to me. I'm going to try something here just for fun. I'm going to take Josh Allen.
You son of a bitch.
So Keenan Allen, and now it's back to you, Adam.
That's what I was going to do. Damn it.
So you got Jefferson in the first. What do you got?
I can't believe he's even still sitting here, but I'm just going to take a Ron Jones.
Okay, good pick. Debo, and now it's back to you, Jay. Now, mind you guys, too, a reminder to everyone at home, this is double flex. So you got an extra person to start. So whatever, doesn't really, I think, affect it too much, but.
I'm going to go Fournette and Mike Evans.
All right, good start. And then we had Javonte Williams, and Adam, you're back on the clock.
Going with Zeke.
Good pick. Then it went Zeke, Mark Andrews, and here I am. See, it's so ugly now that I had to go and take Josh Allen there. I did. But you know what? I never get him. I'm going to try to get him here. Michael Pittman. And it went Connor, Pitts, A.J. Brown, Herbert. Hey, it's not a reach.
It's not a reach.
McLaurin, Etienne, Akers, Mahomes, Kittle, Montgomery, Metcalf. I'm hoping I get a running back. Deontay Johnson, G.J. Moore, back to me. This is why I say it's not
Brees
a reach.
Hall.
It's not a reach, Adam.
Sitting there. He's not a reach. I was just
Because
giving you shit.
I've picked 11th and 12th, and I never got him back in the 3rd round. So it's not a reach. Yeah, Brees Hall sitting there. Josh Jacobs.
Are you sure you don't want Brees Hall? He's sitting there.
No.
I can't convince you to take the Jets offense.
No, I'm going to
second running
do...
back.
I know I want to run it back, but you know what? I'm going to take Jalen Waddle here.
Good.
Mike Williams, and now it's back to you.
Because I'm taking Josh Jacobs.
Okay. Darren Waller. Jay, back to you.
This is... I don't like this at all.
Good start, Taylor,
What is-
Fournette, Mike Evans.
Ugh. Brees Hall's still there. Why didn't someone take him already? Guess I'm going Cortland Sutton. I don't like that pick, really. And your guy, Gibson.
Antonio Gibson, Brees Hall. Back to you, Adam.
I'm going to do it one round early. Taking Michael Thomas.
Okay, Michael Thomas, Lamar Jackson. Back at me now. Sitting here looking at running backs. I need one. I'm comfortable here taking Elijah Mitchell. Jerry Jeudy, Joe Burrow, Dalton Schultz,
Big booty.
J.K. Dobbins, Kyler Murray, Allen Robinson, Adam Thielen, Marquise Brown, Chris Godwin, Mari Cooper.
I was kind of hoping Godwin was going to come back around, but guess not.
A.J. Dillon here went in the 6th. Mind you, in my draft, I got him in the 8th. I mean, it was a screaming steal. Juju Smith-Schuster, back to me.
I don't hate that pick at all.
Running backs here I'm looking at. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Miles Sanders, Damian Harris, Kareem Hunt, blah, 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 blah.
Gross.
You know what? Since everybody else is doing it and I've got his daddy, you know what? I'm going to be a little bit of a
You
reach here. Give me
motherfucker.
Gabriel Davis. Give me
Hoping
Gabriel
you didn't
Davis.
see him and you were really going to go running back there.
Now it's back to you, Adam.
Bitch. Oh, boy. Oh, what to do here? What do I need? I need a lot.
Mind you, remember, two flexes.
Yes, 2 flexes. We're going to take Hunter Renfrow here.
It does kind of change the way you draft, I think, 2
It
flexes.
totally does.
You don't think it would, but it kind of does. Renfro, Mooney, Jay, back to you. Jay's over here like, mercy.
Fucking Miles Sanders.
Don't do it.
Don't
Don't
you
do it.
fucking dare.
Don't
I
do
wouldn't
it.
do it.
Don't do it. We're
I wouldn't.
we're helping you. We're friends here.
I wouldn't do it.
Friends don't let friends draft Miles Sanders in a single digit round.
Or Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I'd rather take Clyde than
I
Miles.
would rather take Edwards-Helaire over
Yeah,
than Miles Sanders
absolutely,
any day of the week.
100%.
I don't care if they kept Ronald Jones, Jared McKinnon.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
I'm going to take Lazard and
Not the Lizard.
Not Lizard.
Lazard.
and Tom Brady.
Okay. By the way, that last round, guys, 12 picks, there was 2 non-receivers that last pick. There was 10 receivers that went in that last round. Wild. So you went Lazard, Brady, then Clyde Edwards-Helaire went, and now Adam, Miles Sanders is staring you in the face.
Yeah, he's gonna keep staring because I'm going right past him. And I'm actually going to take. I'm gonna take Russell Wilson here.
Russell Wilson.
I don't really like that pick, but I'm taking him anyway.
Now I'm sitting here. I got 2 running backs. I got 3 receivers.
Look, Miles Sanders went, so you don't have to take him.
I don't have to take him. Damian Harris is the top-rated running back. Nah, bruh.
Nope.
Here's a guy that I like. Kareem Hunt. Give him to me. I'll take him there.
Almost thought about it.
Hawkinson, Pollard, Bateman, Goddard, Hopkins, Patterson, who I like as well. Ertz, Prescott, Harris, Bills D, Reach, Singletary,
Big time Reach.
Penny, London, Rogers. And look, it got back to me to the guy I really wanted there, and I waited. Give me Chase Edmonds, baby. I'll take it.
That's real nice.
Ken Walker, now it's back to you.
So I got one fantasy crush. I'm gonna take my second fantasy crush here and go Dawson Knox.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, you're going to cry now, Jay?
Yes.
I'm gonna do that in the draft on Wednesday too.
It's okay, Jay. You only got 11 more picks. Remember, there's 19 rounds here. Do you got both your flexes filled, Jay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Tight ends are garbage at this point.
You don't have any, right?
No.
And it's neither do I, and it's to that point. Knox went. That's it for me. Punt. We'll figure it out later.
Taking Ayuk and James Cook, I guess.
Yeah, no, there you
I knew
go.
you were going to do that, and I was really hoping that you would, because I'm going to take this guy that is now the starter, but I'm going to take a shot on Dameon Pierce.
Okay. And then Devontae Smith went between, and then Elijah Moore went just before me, who I was going to look at there. You son of a stupid computer. Looking at here, there's a lot left. Tight ends, Freiermuth, Gesicki, Komet, Okaway, but meh. You know what I'm going to take here? I'm going to take Ramondre Stevenson here. Lockett, Lance, Burks. Lance in the 9th. Olave, Kirk, Freiermuth, Rams, Carr, Buccaneers, Robert Woods, Garrett Wilson, Melvin Gordon, Chase Claypool, Gesicki, and back to me. Now, here's the thing. This is deeper benches, too. So there's going to be – you're going to have more people than you think, on your roster. So don't be afraid to draft too many people. And I got a guy here that I like staring me in the face.
Don't you do it.
And I'm going to take Kadarius Toney. Yep.
Thank God.
I'm going to take him there.
I'm going to reach a little bit for my back. Not really a reach, but he's my backup quarterback, and I have Justin Jefferson. I'm taking Kirk Cousins.
I love it. George Pickens, back to Jay.
Let's see, what am I going to do here? Going to take Sky Moore. And then Alberto.
You son of a bitch. Wow. You going to take Hunter Henry to fuck me?
No. I should, though, but I'm not going to.
Go for it if you want.
No, I'm not. I'm actually going to take a wide receiver here, and I'm going to take... Yeah, boy. MVS.
Okay, good pick. MVS, 49ers. Guess what? Hunter Henry, punt, coming to my team. James Robinson, Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd in the 11th round. I took him on the 14th in my draft, so like I said, screaming value. Cole Kmet, Naheem Hines, the President of the United States, Alexander Madison. Oh, here it is. Justin Tucker, Evan McPherson, Henderson, Tua, Matt Gay, Bucker, Julio Jones, Daniel Carlson. Chargers defense, back to me. So I pretty much got 4 receivers, I think. Let me see here. Roster. Here it is. I've got 1, 2, 3 receivers and 4 receivers and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running backs right now. 1 quarterback, 1 tight end. But what am I going to do? I got a guy sitting here that I like, and I don't want Jay to take him, so give me Kenny Gainwell. There.
You son of a bitch. I knew you were going to take him.
Tyler Bass. Adam, what do you got?
That's a good. I just clicked on running backs and looked at Kenny Gainwell, and I said, "Yep, Chad's taking Kenny Gainwell." So there he goes.
See, that feels like a reach in the 12th, but there's none.
I love my running backs right now. I'm probably not going to draft another running back this draft.
You still got like 7 picks.
I got
bro.
a ton of picks left, but I'm okay with that. I'm gonna take Jarvis here.
Juice.
There he goes.
Young Hoku. Jay, you're up.
Take Spiller.
I'm sorry, I can't get on the kicker defense that early in a draft that has this many draft picks.
Right? Yeah.
And Gallup.
Good pick.
That's nice.
Even though you just said
I'm still not taking either a kicker or a defense.
there's so many rounds that I think that people are gonna, especially in our draft, like I think people start taking backup defense and stuff. So I'm just gonna reach.
You're probably right.
I like my team.
Now that you put it that way.
I like a lot of people around. Give me the Saints defense right here.
Well, it's not your pick,
Okay,
so it's okay.
for you. If you want them, take them. Because either way,
I'm not
there's-
taking the Saints
there's-
defense?
It's my. There's 3 defenses there I like anyway, so you'll be good.
Yeah. You can have the Saints because there is another defense that I like. So
Well, I convinced you of
did.
the thinking
You did,
because
but I'm gonna wait one more round
Okay.
to do it. I'm gonna take my sleeper tight end here, Austin Hooper.
okay. And Russell Gage went. Then I still took the Saints. Like I said, I don't normally take them that early, but to be fair, I took them in the 14th in my other draft. So maybe that's a decent spot. Then we went recently shot in the ass Brian Robinson. Then we went Cowboys defense, Matt Prater, the Packers D, Rondale Moore,
Well, I
Rory
was gonna
Dobbs.
go the Cowboys defense on my pick.
Shadwat, Devontae Parker,
went there,
Justin
but that's okay.
Fields, Algier, McKissick, Jahan Dotson, and Trevor Lawrence. Looking up backup QBs, I don't really care. Tight ends, you know what? Give me some upside with David Njoku here. I will take him. Oops, hit the wrong button. David Njoku.
That's nice. I debated on him and Hooper there for my pick.
Mark Ingram, and back to you.
I am going to go defense here. I'm going to take the Steelers here.
All right. Jacoby Myers. Jay, back to you. Jay, you still got this pick and 5 more. It's different when you're in a 19 rounder.
There's a lot of picks here, guys.
But I think I like it that way because it's like, do your thing. Like, draft better, get ahead of the game. Instead of picking up the wanted free agent, have him on your roster already.
I'm going to take the Colts defense.
That's good.
Garbage.
They're not as bad as you think.
And then I'm going to take Matt Ryan.
Yeah, I was thinking of him there. Jameis Winston.
Famous Jameis. There he goes. I got to have a Bill on my roster besides Dawson Knox. I'm taking Isaiah here.
I was thinking about him there. DJ Chark went. I am going to take here. Here I'm going to take. Yeah, I did it in my other draft. I'm going to do it here. Jameson Williams here. Throw him on the IR. Brandon McManus, Khalil Herbert, Denver Broncos, Irv Smith, Ronald Jones, Kenny Galladay, Jamal Williams, Isaiah Pacheco, Chuba Hubbard, Noah Fant, Jalen Tolbert, Sammy Watkins, Zamir White, Raheem Mostert. Back to me. I was hoping to get either Raheem Mostert or Sammy Watkins, so that kind of burnt me.
Well, that sucks, doesn't it?
Yep.
What you going to do now,
But these
brother?
are players that I wouldn't draft normally. So I still have 4 picks. One of them's got to be a kicker. So keep that in mind. Oh, my God. Did somebody take my backup quarterback I was going to take? No, they didn't take him yet. Never mind. So we'll get to that in a minute. So I got 6 running backs, 5 receivers. Really not liking the running back situation anymore. So looking back into the receiver situation, really not liking the receiver situation anymore. It gets tough, but you know what? Throw a dart. Odell Beckham on the team. Mac Jones, and now it's to you. Adam.
Taking my kicker.
Okay.
Ryan Suckhop.
Okay. Marlon Mack, who just got cut.
I'm gonna. Oh, God. Gonna take Everett here and
Gerald Everett.
Blankenship.
Hal Goggles, Tyrion Davis Price, and then you know what? I'm gonna take a third tight end since it's punting. And give me Robert Tonyan. Oh, it's you again.
Still
Son
not
of a
his
bitch.
turn.
Take him. Take Tonyan.
This guy. It's unbelievable.
Because I have another tight end. I have 2 tight ends I want here, so I feel.
Show he always thinks it's his pick.
I'm excited. I have 2 tight ends here.
You're going to get your picks. Don't you worry there, buddy. I wasn't going to take another running back, but I'm going to take Jerick McKinnon there.
Okay, and then I'm gonna get my guy Robert Tonyan. 3 tight ends. Now I gotta juggle between Robert Tonyan, David Njoku, and Hunter Henry. One of them should be all right.
Totally forgot about Taysom Hill.
That was my other tight end I was going to take.
Totally forgot about
So
him.
Hardman, Taysom Hill, Watson, Mayfield, Foreman, Darrell Williams, Nico Collins, Evan Ingram, Gus Edwards, Dontrell Hilliard, Alec Pierce, Kenyon Drake, Eno Benjamin, Hassan Haskins. Back to me here. And I only got 2 picks, my backup quarterback perhaps, and my kicker. So I'll take my backup quarterback here of Daniel Jones. Then I went Captain America, Chris Evans, and then we're back to Adam here.
I'm going to take the number 2 receiver in Carolina, Robbie Anderson.
Some J.P. Ryan after that. Jay, your final 2 picks here?
Gonna take Osborne and
It's a good late pick.
Bengals defense.
Okay. Wandale Robinson, and I'm kidding. Adam's on the clock now.
I guess there's so many bench positions here. I'm just taking the backup defense. I'll take the Eagles.
Jordan Palmer, and with my final pick, I'm going to take quite possibly the guy that's going to lead the league in field goals because his quarterback sucks, and that's Nick Folk. KJ Hamler, AJ Green, Marvin Jones, Van Jefferson, Cameron Brate, Rob Gronkowski, and Jamison Crowder ended So, how'd you guys feel about that 19 rounds?
It's a lot of rounds, but I dig it. I love having depth on the bench.
My thing with it is like, I'm in this other league. We had 17 rounds. This other league I'm in has 15, and their reason is, and I know Dave, you're probably listening. And your guys' reason is, well, there's nobody on waiver wire if you need help. Okay, I get that. This one's different. This one's the opposite. Be better, be ahead, get the guy on your offense already. So I think it's just a little different way to do it, and it's fun.
I'm in one league that has, I think, 5 or 6 bench, super light bench.
Yeah.
And you have a limit on how many roster moves you can make.
Yeah, that's how this other league I'm in.
I believe it's 30, which is, you might think is a lot.
It's not.
If you make 2 every week, you're past that.
I'm absolutely loving my team, but Jay, you were first. So let's hear your team starting lineup.
Starting lineup
to the bottom. Go ahead.
You just want the starting lineup, or you want all the bench players too?
Do the starting lineup and then do your bench.
Tom Brady, JT, Leonard Fournette, Mike Evans, Cortland Sutton, Alberto, Antonio Gibson, Lazard, Goggles, Colts defense.
Pretty damn good.
And then bench is Ayuk, James Cook, Sky Moore, Isaiah Spiller, Michael Gallup, Matt Ryan, Gerald Everett, KJ Osborne, and Bengals D.
Pretty damn good. Adam, what about for you?
My starting lineup: Russell Wilson, Aaron Jones, Zeke, Justin Jefferson, Michael Thomas, Dawson Knox, Josh Jacobs, Hunter Renfrow, Ryan Suckup as my kicker, and Pittsburgh Steelers defense.
All right, well, who's
and
on
for
the bench?
my bench, Dameon Pierce, Kirk Cousins, MVS, Jarvis Landry, Austin Hooper, Isaiah McKenzie, Jerick McKinnon, Robbie Anderson, and the Philadelphia Eagles defense.
Well, you have Russell Wilson, so nah, bro.
But I also have Kirk Cousins.
That's
so
true.
He'll
That could
probably
be-
start
that could
more
be your
games.
starter.
He'll start more games than Russ anyway.
Not gonna lie, I fucking love this team. If I could end up this team, I would do backflips. Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell, Michael Pittman, Jalen Waddle, Hunter Henry, Gabriel Davis, Kareem Hunt, Nick Folk, and the Saints defense. Give me that fucking nut. Num 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 num. And on the bench, I like my bench guys too. Chase Edmonds, Ramondre Stevenson, Kadarius Toney, Kenneth Gainwell, David Njoku, Jamison Williams, Odell Beckham Jr., Robert Tonyan, and Daniel Jones. I love it. I'm happy with my squad. It's interesting. So, Jay, do you think now that you have to think different going into this new draft next week?
Yeah. I mean, for one, I've never drafted higher than 6 or 7, so
Congratulations. You're moving up in the world.
I mean, you screwed me on the first overall, so I could have the second overall
Well, how
pick.
about you just defend it and win the fucking match?
But having so many rounds and you're picking 1 or 2, I mean, you're waiting a long time for another pick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's definitely tough.
What about you? Does this change the way you're approaching this?
The 2 flexes changes a lot for me, but as far as the bench goes, I love having a deep bench. So I draft in all kinds of different leagues that have deep benches, short benches, 1 flex, 3 flex. So that doesn't really change anything for me. But picking at 3 definitely changes the game. But it's that 2 flex that gets me.
It's interesting because how do you attack that 2 flex? 1 flex is almost anything, but that 2 flex makes me feel like one of them, and I don't know about you guys, but having that 2 flex makes me feel like one of them has to be a receiver. They both can be receivers.
I agree.
I just don't think they both could be running backs. What do you think?
It depends on who your running backs are. If you have great PPR running backs, sure, why not? Mm-hmm. But
I just feel one of them
than
has
that,
to be a receiver.
I would like to do 1 of each. It's probably my goal.
Yeah, that's what I would say, too.
I mean, I know I could have did a 3 receiver league, but this is different because you know what? You could start double tight end if you want.
So the league that I drafted in on Sunday, it's 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and a flex.
Okay.
So it definitely changes the way you draft. So
It's interesting. It's just fun. I'm looking forward to this draft.
yeah, I'm looking forward to all my drafts.
We'll be recording the episode live probably, and we'll just shoot the shit. Maybe I'll invite a couple other guys here. Maybe we'll all sit around the table and draft. And
Unfortunately,
talk shit.
Country music superstar Eric Van Houten won't be in town. So
What was he, Nashville?
yeah, he's in Nashville.
That son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Is that why he couldn't make it to the Royal Rumble?
probably.
Oh, you son of a bitch,
I think his
Eric.
flight got delayed.
Fucking country music superstar Eric Van Houten, man. Get his shit together. I thought you
Seriously.
were his handler.
Ain't my problem.
Well, I guess the song of the week, I couldn't really think of one because I wasn't prepared. But you know what? I'm going to see a band in a few weeks. I'm going to see. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to see a band next week. If I can get someone to cover my shift, I'm going to be going to see the 20-year anniversary of Sticks and Stones from Newfound Glory. So we're gonna play Newfound Glory. What song do I want to play? We'll figure that out. I'm gonna play Newfound Glory.
Superstar Eric Van Houten is in this league. You'd think he'd have one of his songs on there one of these times. But
Perhaps if he showed up.
But if he showed up
to the Royal Rumble,
it might have been today.
you know what?
but
If he wins the Royal Rumble, I will play his song next week. All right. And if Jay wins the Royal Rumble, he gets to pick the.
Oh, I finally get to pick a song again in
picked
this
one.
podcast.
You picked one.
And then you're always like, "Yeah, I'm picking a song this week."
So here's a random Newfound Glory song for y'all because I'm gonna see him next week. I just don't know what one I'm gonna pick yet. And all right. Well, Jay, as always, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
And Adam, thank you for joining as well.
Always a pleasure.
And we will see you next week on the Fantasy Football Bros podcast. Peace, bitch.
Later, guys.